Hi, Love Tribe. It's Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111, and I am here to do your 1111 gateway portal reading for this huge portal that is open today. I did my ritual work at 11:11 a.m. I did my prayer and meditation, and I had a huge download that I'm going to share with you guys. And I have not done a reading for myself today, so I am incorporating my own energy in today's reading. So this will be advice for me and for you from the divine. Okay. While I was doing my ritual work, I had an epiphany, which is kind of not really an epiphany because I have known this for a while now, but I have resisted. I mean, like digging my heels in, scratching, scraping, trying desperately to hold on to an idea that I knew was long outdated and long past its due date. And this idea that I have had, and I think it has stemmed from many, many lifetimes. I've just always been a giver. I've always been a giver. My highest and best intention in this life, and probably many lifetimes, has been to serve, to serve you, to serve them, to serve them. I remember telling people as a child, when they would ask me, what are you going to be when you grow up? I would say, I don't know what I'm going to be, but I know I'm going to serve God. Okay. Well, guess what? I have achieved that. I have been achieving that, I think, for lifetimes. But the one thing that was the missing quotient to that is that I never allowed Spirit and God to serve me. I was raised in the dogma, the conformed religious dogma, that everything has to be a sacrifice, right? I mean, Jesus died on the cross. He sacrificed his life. He sacrificed his mission. He was the sacrificial lamb. So I was raised, and I'm not saying by my parents, I'm saying by society and by my ancestors' belief systems, that we were born in sin. We were born unworthy. Okay. So I spent my entire existence, and probably more than one lifetime, believing the dogma that I was a sinner and I was unworthy, and that I was never going to be clean. I was never, even to be reborn in the Christian faith requires sacrifice. And I was really good at sacrifice. I am really, really good at sacrificing. I mean, I have given and given and given and given and given. And are there any more givens to give? I'm beginning to feel like I reached the end of my giving. And that was really sad. It was really sad because it's not the truth. It's not what I was supposed to be learning. It's not what I was supposed to be doing. And it's not what you are supposed to be learning. And it's not what you are supposed to be giving. We are supposed to give as well as receive. And I've had more than one person, shout out if you're watching, you know who you are. I'd like to say it was all one, but it wasn't. It's been many messages, okay, through other readers, through TV and books, and there have been many messengers that have told me in my lifetime that I am too giving and that I need to receive. I need to know how to receive. And I couldn't do that. I didn't know how to do that. I'm still struggling to do that. I know that I'm worthy. And I know that what I have is valuable. I know it. I know it because, God don't make junk. However, it has taken me, I don't know how many lifetimes and how many years in this lifetime to realize that, everything that I'm giving out to everybody, I'm worthy of receiving. And I have had friends in my lifetime, and it's not that they don't give, because they do give, but they give with conditions. Okay. I've always struggled with that. I've always struggled with, well, I'll give you a reading if you pay me. I mean, for years, I was unwilling to take any money, any monetary gain at all, any supplies, to refill my cup when I had emptied it for somebody or something, or many somebodies and some things. So, I've kind of been teaching a concept for many years that I myself was not able to learn. And I think this gateway is a portal that is open to me, showing me so much more about the gift of receiving. I could go on this all day. We could spend, maybe we should just do a channeled message. I don't know. I'm just winging it for you guys. I'm winging it for myself, as a matter of fact. But I noticed a pattern. I started off my spiritual business not believing that I had a gift. Even though I've been talking to dead people and teaching spiritual stuff since I was big enough to form words, since I was big enough to speak. But I started off not believing that I even had anything worth sharing. And people came into my life that showed me otherwise. They put me on the path, right? Like I said, I've had a lot of friends, a lot of people that have spiritually helped me. But a lot of it came with conditions, okay? A lot of it came with, well, yeah, I want to help you. I want to put you on your path. But it's going to cost you. And it might cost you a little bit more than it wasn't the equal reciprocity. I don't even want to go to that dark place. I just want to say every single soul that has touched my life has been an epiphic soul that has led me to the place that I am today. Okay. So to fast forward a little bit, I started off by going to these expos and going to these psychic shows, and I would give, they were supposed to be like 15, 20-minute readings, and I would give an hour reading to somebody, and I would charge $25, right? When everybody else was charging like $40, $50, $60, $70 for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And I did that because, not because I had to, but because I felt that the message needed to be given, that it was important, that they needed to hear it. So I started off that way. Then, I got a little better. I got a little better at recognizing my worth. And my prices went up. Not a lot. Okay. And I still do pro bono work for people that need it because I know they need it. And it's not about the money. It's never been about the money. It's never been about the car I drive or the house I live in or the fancy jewelry, or it's never been about that for me. It's never been about that for me. So as I grew, as I matured, I started realizing the difference between the people that couldn't afford to reciprocate an energetic exchange with me and those who could and just tried to swindle me out of it. So, and like I said, I could go on and on and on and on and on and on about this because it has been lifetimes that I've been doing this. But guess what? I had an epiphanic moment today. I had such an epiphanic moment. We are all, not all, but a lot of you that watch my channel, we are on this twin flame journey. I'm beginning to think, and I watched that Soulful Revolution. She's wonderful. There's days when she resonates with me, and of course days that she doesn't, because it's not always my message. But I remember watching one of her videos where she said that the twin flame energy is an energy. It's not a person. It's not a person. The people that we give our twin flame, the people that wake us up, the person that woke us up to the twin flame journey is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful soulmate that incarnated in this lifetime to help be the catalyst for our expansion, for our enlightenment, for our evolution, for our ascension. But the one thing that we tend to forget in this process is that the codependency is a tool that spirit uses to make us uncomfortable, to make us squirm, to make us really, really, really want and desire a change. I know who my twin flame is. And I thought I knew why I met him. But I don't really think I knew or understood what it meant until today. You know, I have been feeling very depleted. There's been a flu bug that's gone around. I've been working every single weekend. My energy has been very drawn. I don't know the word I'm looking for. But anyhow, I have really, really needed a lot of downtime that I've never needed before. I've never had my battery literally feel like I didn't have anything to give. But this whole twin flame journey has kind of depleted my battery. I have been obsessively thinking, longing, yearning for somebody who just, ain't that into me. Or maybe they are. Maybe they're just as longing, just as desiring, just as codependent upon the energy that we share together as I am. However, the contract that we have within us for each other, I don't think it's to give us what we want. I think it's the princess and the pea. It's the agitator. It's what needs to change so that you can vibrate in a space of worthiness. How can you ascend on your journey if you don't believe that you're supported? If you don't believe that you're worth it? If you don't believe it's ever going to happen? I don't know. I haven't figured it out, and I'm not here to teach you how this is all going to work out. I have a lot of people that have reached out to me asking me, what does it all mean? What can I expect? How do I fix it? How do I bridge the gap? How do I get what I'm longing for? I don't know the answer to that. I really don't. I'm beginning to get glimpses, but I believe And I've heard it a billion times. I've heard it a billion times out of a billion mouths that we are all one. There is no separation. There is no separation. We all come from source. We are all here playing in the same playground. We are all here to learn. We are all here to teach. And we are all just mirrored souls of one another. We're literally kind of like God in all forms, exploring and learning and bouncing off of each other, having experiences. But somewhere along the line, and I bet if I were to take a poll of all the twin flames out there, everybody that's been awakened to the twin flame journey, if I were to take a poll, I'd be willing to guess that a lot of us have self-esteem issues. Not feeling like we are good enough, pretty enough, famous enough. That list could go on and on and on too. So I don't know how to teach you about the twin flame journey. I'm still learning. But as of today, I took my bath. I did my ritual bath, okay? Because tomorrow's the full moon and today is the 11/11 portal. And I know I am a divine feminine. I know that I am on the divine path. What I didn't know and what I don't know is really what that means and where that's taking me. And I would love to be able to give that piece of the puzzle to myself and to you as my viewers. And maybe I will. Who knows? But I'm going to tell you the same thing that I've heard a billion times, and I just never let it sink in. And the truth of the matter is we're already in union. My twin flame is a mirror. And I am his mirror. We are here because we're the same. You know, your twin lived a similar life as you. They have similar challenges. If my self-worth is low, then their self-worth is low, right? And I'm sitting back waiting for my twin to see my worth, to see my value, to choose me. Which is really kind of a conundrum, seeing as though we are each other. We are one. We are two bodies sharing a single soul. That's what the twin flame journey is, right? And in order to be on mission, we have to have a full... I've had this conversation a billion times, but I never got the memo. I've taught it, but I didn't understand it. You know, the Ace of Cups is all about self-love. It's about your energy, your cup, your love, your ability to receive as well as give. You know, and I had a dream, and it was the strangest, stupidest dream ever. But it made so much sense. It was about my computer and my YouTube channel. And in my dream, I was trying to make videos for you guys, and I couldn't do it. It was like the battery kept dying on my computer. It just kept dying. It would power up and then it would die, and then it would power up and then it would die. And in my dream, I knew I had a charging cord for it somewhere. I knew I had it, but I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. And because I couldn't find it, I felt like I was letting you down. I was disappointing everybody. I was disappointing you, disappointing me. And it it was just one of those dreams where you wake up feeling frustrated. You're like, damn, I I have a responsibility. I've chosen this channel. I created this channel. I chose to be responsible for the messages, but I couldn't do it. And that, because of Mercury retrograde, of course, has been the case for all of this month. It just, and I'm not enjoying my channel. I feel obligated. I feel like, oh my God, I have to sit down and hammer out 12 videos for the new moon or full moon tomorrow. And I don't know that my battery has enough juice to do it. And so, where am I going with all of this? How do I tie this up? I don't even know, because literally as I'm downloading this information, I'm trying to integrate it. So I think I need to make some changes here on my channel. I think I need to start having fun. This needs to not be work. This needs to be mission. And mission work is fun work, right? I opened this other channel calling it my whimsical channel, where I can do whatever I want to do and blah, 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 blah. And I think I've uploaded maybe 4 videos. And do you know that it's growing? Oddly enough, I don't even go check it. I haven't looked at it. I haven't had time for it. And it started off with like 10 viewers, and now I think I got 50 something. And one video has had like 1,300 views. And there's a lesson in that. The lesson is that, when you have fun, you're on mission. It's not drudgery. It's not dragging my ass out of bed every day and slumping at the table and thinking, oh my God, I don't have enough energy for myself. How am I going to sit down and channel energy for others? And the truth is, I'm not meant to. Well, yeah, maybe I'm meant to, but not in that energy. Not in that energy. So I'm going to make some changes here. The daily love vibe never has thrived for me. Never. For one thing, I read the 5D. I don't read your finances. I don't read your house moving. I don't read your neighbors with bad intents or good intents. That's not my mission. My mission is a soul's journey, and it's to put you and me in the right place at the right time, learning the right things to expand, to ascend, to grow. And the messages that I channel don't really have a time frame. So I think I'm going to stop with the daily love vibe. I've always worked with the moon energies, okay? So the new moon and the full moon, I am setting my intentions that I'm going to upload every new moon, every full moon, and I am going to guide my brothers and sisters, my twin souls, my light workers, my star seeds. My mission is to light them up. And I was told that specifically in a download that I got. When I said, what is my true mission? What is my work? What am I here for? And I heard light them up. It was channeled through a song, which a lot of my messages come through song. And I was told to light them up, light them up, light them up, up, up. Okay. And I'm good at that. I really am. I'm good at that. And it's been very difficult for me to have pride in anything because pride is boastful. Pride is I was taught that pride is wrong. Healthy ego is beautiful. Distorted ego is proud, it's boastful, it's low vibrational. When I did my ritual bath today and I meditated, I finally got it. Finally got it. My twin and I have never been in separation. Never. And that's God's honest truth. I dreamt about him before I met him. I learned a lot from him in the physical when we were together and not together, and then together and then not together. And every single time I've gone through the dark night of the soul, my twin's been there for me, whether it was in the 5D or the 3D, and usually it's been both. That's beautiful. And this whole codependent thing where, he needs to choose me, he needs to drop everything and choose me, or I'm not worthy. Where did that concept come from? Why would I believe that? So if you, and I'm certainly not telling you at all that this is right. I have no idea. I'm learning as I teach. I am the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the teacher and the student at the same time. And what I teach you today may not be the same thing that I teach you tomorrow. So take what resonates and just chuck the rest right out the freaking window. Because literally, I am walking the same path you are. And I am learning as I teach. And I sat down here to toss some cards and got off on this tangent. And I don't even know if you're still watching. It's 2:22. Right where we need to be doing, right what we need to be doing. So I am not going to sit around and wait for my masculine anymore because I don't need to. He's already here. He's here. And he has his own life path. And will we end up together in the physical? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I thought I needed that. Maybe I was measuring my worth through the eyes of my twin, through my mirror, right? Right? You look in the mirror and you see what you're worth. But during my meditation, my divine masculine's higher self came to me and told me, you deserve so much more than I'm able to give you in the 3D right now. And I am learning. And I am growing. And because of each other, we are both ascending on the fast track spiritually. So will we end up together in the 3D? I have no clue. But I'm not going to spend another moment, not another nickel, penny, dime, quarter, dollar worth of my energy believing that if I'm not the chosen one, that I'm not worthy. Because I was the chosen one, or I wouldn't be the twin. I've already been chosen, right? It's already done. It's a done deal. I am his divine feminine, and he is my divine masculine. And that was chosen maybe many lifetimes ago. And we could have chosen to not participate in that program. So I am not just here to be loved by a physical vessel, because I am not this physical vessel. I am not this physical vessel. I am a soul having a physical experience. And in this density, in this 3D reality, we forget that. We forget it. And I'm going to have fun. I'm going to live my life. I am going to have experiences. I am going to date. I'm going to dance. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to sing. I am going to stop longing for something that I have always had and always will. And I believe that when we allow ourselves to receive without conditions, the same way we give, right? We give without conditions, or at least we should be. Most divine feminines give without conditions. Way too much. But I think the balance, the unity, the 1 + 1, the 11, they're equals, separate, but equal. It's an energy, not a physical body. And my equal energy lives in another body. And he's struggling. And he's unhappy. And he's unloved. At least unconditional love. We're all loved, We've all got parents. We've all got brothers and sisters and, significant others. And I'm sure that they love us in some way, shape, or form, or they wouldn't be there, right? But there's a difference. You see, twins have unconditional love for one another. And when you're longing for and you're judging and you're expecting a certain outcome, that's not unconditional love. That is love with conditions. I'm not participating anymore. So if my divine masculine watches my channel, and I don't know if he does, and I don't know if he cares enough to, I know that when I lay my head down on that pillow, if I'm sad and I'm crying, he comes to me. His higher self, his soul, his oversoul reassures me, holds me, talks to me, teaches me, learns from me. So if you're watching, hello, I miss you. I hope you're okay. I will love you unconditionally until the very last breath I take, because you are me and I am you. But I am not going to put any more conditions on that love. It doesn't mean you have to choose me. It doesn't mean that you have to change anything. It doesn't mean that you have to become different. I love you just the way you are. And if that means over there, way over there, I'm okay with that, because you're always here. So that's kind of been my channeled message for today, is that, my channel isn't growing as big as it should because I've always put limitations on myself. I beg for readings. I constantly discount my prices. I'm not doing it anymore. Not doing it. I love you guys, and I will be here. I'm going to upload videos sporadically, probably every other day, maybe every day. Who knows? I'm going to do it when I enjoy it. When I love you and you love me, And you like, you share, you subscribe, not because you have to, not because I begged you to, not because, no, none of those. I'm here because I want to be, and I'm going to continue being here because I want to be. I enjoy what I do, and I feel it's rewarding. My great reward is knowing that somehow when you turn on my channel and you watch my messages, you leave with something to ponder, something maybe that you didn't come here with, that maybe, just maybe, I will light you up. And just when your light's the dimmest, I can be a catalyst for you to turn up your love light, right? Just turn it up. And so I am going to toss a few cards, not a lot, because we're already at 35 minutes. But I want to see and give a message for this 1111 portal, because my epiphany, my downloads, my information may not be what you need to hear. And if it's not, it's okay. Click off. Go see somebody else. There's lots of fabulous readers, and I do it every day. Every day. I watch at least one, if not a billion videos, because I don't work. This is my work. This is my mission. And God always supports me. Everything always works out for me. And so I need to quit trying so hard. I'm going to do the full moon and the new moon energies. I will do epiphanic portals like 1111, 1212, anything, Lionsgate, those kind of things, because I'm an energy reader. I read from the 5D. If you want to know what your finances are going to look like, or how Friday night's date might turn out, or, will I get the job? What should I wear, the blue dress or the red dress? Those are awesome questions, and I'm not saying you shouldn't ask them, but you're probably not going to find your answers here. Because here, I'm going to put you in touch with your higher self. I'm going to put you in touch with source energy. I'm going to lead you on your ascension path, and I am going to be the light and the oracle. It's specific. It's what I was told I am. You are the oracle. You are a light worker. And your job is to channel spirit and light them up. So if you're on the ascension path, the ascension journey, and you are waking up to source energy, and you are spiritually growing, you have found your soul tribe here in this channel. If you have other questions, because we all are multidimensional beings, and yes, there are times when we need to know whether we should wear the red dress or the blue dress, or I don't know, the micro, right? Micro stuff. And you'll find guidance for that. I'm sure you will. Maybe even accidentally here. But my intention is I want to light you up. I want to bring source energy to your doorstep. I want to show you how to integrate it. And I want you to know that you are loved, and you are love. And the farther you get away from love, the more it hurts. So if you're experiencing pain, if you're experiencing hardship, if you're experiencing lack, or if you feel like you've been left out in the cold, nobody has left you there but you. And that's a hard lesson to learn. And I don't like it, but I'm learning it. And because I'm learning it, I'll be teaching it. So let's just take a look at the higher dimensions of your spiritual growth and see what you all need to know today during this 1111 portal. Spirit, please attune this deck to today's message for the ascension journey for the twins. Because, I know there's a lot of you out there that are still going to be choosing the pain. And I 100% positive that I will experience more pain and more codependency and more. There will be days when I will have to realign myself with unity consciousness so that I don't feel alone and unloved and unchosen. But just for today, let's just be love. Let's be light. Let's see what Spirit has for advice for us. All right, Spirit, let's talk tarot. What is going on for the 1111 portal for my viewers? I'm going to take them. 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 Yes. Yes, 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 yes. My God, I love it. You know, they fell out in a big old chunk. I'm going to read these 5 cards. We're going to make it a damn reading. Bottom of the deck, Temperance. This has been what's happening, guys. She's taking 2 separate cups and she is blending them beautifully so they become one. This is the lesson. I'm sorry. Bottom of the deck, highest and best lesson. It's 2 becoming 1. And that doesn't have to show up in the physical. As long as spiritually you know that you are in union as we speak. Always have been, always will be. Because you see, you were the chosen one. Even if your twin has a karmic relationship, if they're married to, living with, supporting, learning karmic lessons with another partner, that partner is not going to last. I don't know how long it'll take. Might take a whole lifetime, might take 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. But you're the chosen one. You were the chosen one. You are the chosen one. Because you are already in union. So, karma. This is about the learning. The learning. It's about the journey. What is this teaching you? I know what it's taught me. I know that it's not easy and I know I'm still learning. But this justice is all about the balancing of the lessons. It's finally taking the good, bad, the dark, the light, the tall, the small, the big, the little, and recognizing that it's all one. It's just, we are all one. We are all one. Karmic lessons, just deserves, everything will work out. Balance. You got balance twice. We have balance twice. Balance. Then we have the Page of Cups. And look at this. You know, this is Spirit in this cup, talking to us, teaching us. But we get caught up in this physical, right? We want this cup. We want this cup. I want my masculine. I want my masculine. I long for him. I miss him. And I'm noticing flowers. I don't know why. But there's a rose. See, look at the rose. Red rose. Red and white roses. Red rose. This is about learning about love. And it's got to start with yourself. Because your divine masculine / divine feminine is you. You. Experiencing 2 karmic lessons, 2 karmic lifestyles in one incarnation. And if you wake up to the realization that you have a twin out there and then you long for them, you're trying to cut short that valuable lesson, because whatever they're learning is integral, is that the word? Is super important to the whole, because they're not learning it for you and you're not learning it for them. We are learning it for all, for the love of God, right? For unity consciousness, which is 5D reality. It's what we're moving into. It's the age of enlightenment. It's the golden age. It's the water bearer. So the fish is the message that comes with the gift of love. And it's literally a gift from the divine, this whole journey. And do I believe that someday we'll be in union? I believe we already are. Will our bodies be laying in the same bed holding each other? I hope so. I swear to God, I hope so. But guess what? I have to let go of the need to be validated in that way, because I'm enough just the way I am. And God will send me a soulmate to sleep in my bed, to hold me, to experience with me. I'm hoping it will show up in my divine masculine. But if it doesn't, it's okay, because I'm still ascending twice as fast because of the lessons that we chose to experience in the 3D separately. If we wanted to experience all of these lessons together, then we wouldn't have chose to be one soul in two bodies. We'd have just incarnated in one body and been in unity, and just lived our life in a different matter. So now we have this moon card in the reverse. See, the moon is all about hidden truth. I don't think it's hidden. I think we were blinded by our own desire to be validated. And when we let go of the yearning, the codependence of feeling like we just aren't enough, then the veil is lifted and the knowledge comes through, and then you get abundance and happiness and legacy and marriage and children and all of the good stuff, which completes the cycle of separation. This is what I do know. This is what I can teach you that I do know for a fact, at least in my life. I never have to doubt whether or not my masculine loves me, because I know he does. How do I know it? I don't know how I know it. I just know it. You know, in my dreams, he talks to me, he holds me, he makes love to me. He supports me. And then in the 3D, you know, when my mom died, when my sister died, when my marriage was falling apart, he's been there for me. Not there in the way that I would like to see. But man, he has always been there for me. And if you're watching, I am grateful. Thank you. I will forever love you, and I will forever be your friend. And when you reach out, I will forever respond. But I'm not going to rush your lessons anymore, because what you're learning benefits me. And what I'm learning benefits you. So that's what I see on the table. I see us integrating. I see us balancing. I see us learning that unconditional love doesn't have to show up the way we want it. Because unconditional love is already here and we already have it. And if you're looking for someone to share your bed with and share your life with, that will come. It will come. But not until you no longer need it. It's just the way it goes, right? When you turn your back and decide, I'm done, I don't need it, I don't want it, blah, 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 blah. It will bite you in the ass. And I believe that. I truly believe that. So I'm not chasing anybody's tails anymore. Not even my own. I am going to laugh and I'm going to experience and I'm going to dance and I'm going to date and I'm going to be open to receive. And I'm going to stop limiting all the love of God, of the universe, of original source. I'm going to stop limiting it to a physical vessel. Because that, yes, a part of it is in each and every one of us. But I love my viewers as much as I love everybody and anything else. And quite frankly, I haven't allowed anybody to love me back because I had conditions, right? Well, you can only love me if you're honest. You can only love me if you recognize my value. I will only let you in if you don't hurt me. Well, guess what? Being in the 3D, being in the physical is about experiencing the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. So if I get hurt, I'll learn from it and I will expand and I will grow. And I will make better choices and I will teach better choices. So let's get a couple oracle cards and then we are just going to say, I love you. And tonight or tomorrow, instead of doing 12 separate videos for the zodiacs, I'm going to do the elements, okay? I'm going to do the elements. And I will do earth, water, fire, and air. And we will take a look at what the full moon in Taurus. Yes, in Taurus. We'll see what's bringing for the elements. And I'm going to spend more time having fun. Pick a pile, readings. Look at this. Communication. What have we been doing here? Communicating. Sacred journey. 41, it's a 5. We've been communicating about the change. Change. And the swan, guys, the swan. Transformation. Trusting your psychic gifts. 2 + 1, it's a 3. 3 is a very sacred number. Bottom of the deck is the spider. Creative projects, 5, 6. I believe that the 1111 portal is putting us on our path, showing us how to create. I've watched spiders make a web. It is fascinating and it's so knowledgeable. I mean, just you learn so much. But there's a lesson here, not to get caught up in your own creations. Okay? When you weave your web, it is to bring in what you need to survive, to have security, to have food. Okay? But don't get caught up in your own web. I believe 1111 portal is about creating, co-creating with the divine, our highest and best life. But it's also about knowing that you deserve it and it's for you. And all you got to do is open up and accept it. Take it. It is a gift, a gift. A gift doesn't have to be reciprocated. A gift, you just say thank you and you accept. Oh my God, I just said we're manifesting the highest and best life. Okay, so we're going to part with a postcard from Spirit. Dearest wonderful you, to help you manifest a life for your highest and best good, we invite you to examine your deepest desires. Imagine all your desires, no matter what kind, like magic seed pods in a basket, glowing with infinite potential. Look closely at each one. Are you afraid that some may bring you too much attention? Yeah. And invite negative reaction from others? Yeah. Is change too daunting? Difficult too. Are you afraid to stretch and grow? Let yourself be led forward and let the seeds of positive intention take to the wind. Your desires count and you are worthy of them. I can't believe I drew this card. Spirit is so on point. They are essential for co-creating your world. Did you ever consider that when a desire comes from deep within you, it might be spirit moving you to create something beautiful to share with others? Some desires are infused with miraculous powers to move the heart and influence the world in ways you can't possibly know. Wow, what a message. We know you and love you so deeply and are so happy to support you on your journey. I am the oracle. I am the teacher. I am the student. I am the light. And if I can't plug myself in to spirit and allow spirit to give me everything I need, give me money, give me a roof over my head, give me food and paper towels and toilet paper. And if I'm not willing to accept and recharge, then I can't be on mission, and neither can you. So I gratefully accept. I accept your friendship. I accept the fact that you're here to support me as much as I'm there to support you. And I am ready, willing, and able to shine my light out into the world through this channel. And I am grateful to have you here with me. So without further ado, I'm going to end it here. So I can recharge my battery because I haven't eaten anything and I'm still drinking coffee, and it is 2:53 in the afternoon. But today is the beginning of the rest of my life. Something inside of me changed today and I am welcoming it. And I am no longer longing or codependent upon anybody else to validate who I am. People will come and people will go, and some will walk out in the middle of the night without so much as a goodbye. But that's not a reflection of who I am as a person. That's a reflection of who they are as a person. And there's value in that lesson. And as of today, I accept that lesson. I validate that lesson. I integrate that lesson. And I forgive. And I ask forgiveness to every person that I have ever touched their lives and left it less than when I showed up. And I forgive those who have showed up in my life and left it less than when they left. And guess what? It's all good. There is no right or wrong. Everything's just a lesson. And my masculine, I know he loves me. He might not know he loves me, but I know he loves me. And I want each and every one of you to know that you are deeply loved and you are deeply worthy, and you're just being here makes this world a better place. Thank you. Namaste.